All right, you guys, so we are back again today with an AWE exhaust install on this gorgeous CT4V Blackwing. There's gonna be a few keynotes to go over when you receive this kit that are really gonna stand out from a lot of the competitors. The first thing that I really want to point out is going to be the billet Valvetronic adapters that they include. These are an absolute gorgeous piece, high quality. We expect nothing less from AWE there. Now, of course, with this being a Switchpath system, we are going to be including the 180 technology resonator or muffler, I suppose, that is going to go on the rear of the vehicle. This is going to help with drone. This is going to keep the car sounding the way it's supposed to. And when paired with this X-pipe, it is a bespoke design from AWE. It's going to take out a lot of that raspiness. Of course, when paired with these resonators, this car is going to sound amazing for a V6 twin turbo. So we're super excited to get this installed on the car, especially with the black tips. White on black always goes well, and AWE just makes a beautiful diamond black tip, as well as the instructions and these adapters for the Valvetronic system to make sure that you are able to reach the factory wiring harness all the way over to where it is supposed to go, so you still have full function when you are in V mode and sport track mode to open up these valves. So let's go ahead, we're gonna jump into the install, show you guys how it sounds, get you guys nice sound clips. Make sure you guys are liking, following, and subscribing, so that way we can continue to bring you content with AWE and other manufacturers. All right, you guys, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we need to take off all of these shields here, so that way we can remove this center brace. That's gonna allow us to get the exhaust out, as it's gonna have to come out in one piece, so be prepared for that. The majority of this shielding is gonna be a 10 mil. We've got our handy dandy Snap-on, sponsored by Snap-on Credit. Not actually sponsored by Snap-on, we just wish we were. And then from there, you're gonna have some 15 millimeter bolts, maybe 13 millimeter bolts here, and then some 15 millimeter bolts up front, and then we're gonna get all our exhaust hangers off. From there, we just need to unplug the Valvetronic system. Hopefully this thing comes down. We're gonna use a pogo on that end, just so we can try and make this as easy as possible. So let's get started. There's so many. This thing's just gonna fall on me, guarantee it or my money back. Oh. Holy cannoli, there's like 900,000 of these things just to get this down. Let's go and poke an eye out. Where's the 1/2 inch, dude? We gotta zip these things out. That is atrocious. Oh my God. It's not even like they have anti-seize or anything on them. Are they stretched? Jeez. No?
No, they put this little like goop on it.
That's so much better. Cool. So now we can move on to getting this undone. We are gonna need extensions and wobblies. Come prepared this time. Thank you. Please, come prepared. Here's the thing with the wobblies, buddy. You don't, this is excessive. Like this is like I drive a massive truck.
Okay.
This is unnecessary. You don't need that many wobblies. Unless it calls for it. It's just excessive use. All right, there's bolt 1. Bolt 2. Oh, that was way easier. Okay, all right. We gotta get some of the exhaust hangers off the back, but we went and undid these 2 bolts and these 2 nuts. So time to keep going. The easy way, scan the QR code. The hard way, don't scan it. Ignore the Fitment guarantee and roll the dice. You should know 98% of reported Fitment issues are from people who don't scan this QR code. Don't become a statistic. We're gonna become a statistic.
Just say a little prayer, get your money, man. Life goes on.
I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this.
All right, so there is 4. There's a little tough to get a camera angle on. So there's 2 on each side. Now the fun part, I got something in my eye. Fun part's getting the exhaust out, but everything is loose up front, everything's loose in the rear, all the exhaust hangers are off. So now we just need to drop her down.
Right off.
All right, so you can just pull these off. Now that you have the hangers undone, they'll just slide right off of the exhaust. So Jonah's gonna get this one off. He already got the other side, maybe.
No, it's coming.
Attaboy. That's a real mix son of a bitch. Oh, thank you. Worked hard for these bad boys. We got the hangers off of the exhaust, and now we're just gonna give these 3 bolts based off of the instructions some room so we can move this rear diffuser. Now, we'll show you on the sensors, but there's a little gray clip. You wanna lift that up, but also push it back. That's gonna be the easiest way. So make sure you undo this diffuser so that we have easier access to the valves. But you'll also need to undo it in order to get this exhaust to clear when we lower it down. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right, so the best idea here, again, we're not following these instructions. We should be, but you wanna have somebody holding your exhaust on the back end, someone over here towards the front so you can slide the exhaust back. Now we can move it left and right to get these exhaust tips out. All right, so now we can boom and boom. Look at that. Ow, God, gosh darn it. Oh, why I oughta. All right, that hurt. It's fine. Cool. And, oh, yeah, you can put yours down and then come grab mine. Yep. My back's broken, okay? I'm doing this for AWE and AWE only. My back is destroyed right now. All right, so AWE has a no check engine light guarantee on all of their exhausts. They do provide this extension harness for your Valvetronic harness there. So when you're removing this, there's this little tab here, this little gray tab. You wanna be able to push that back. So you have to lift it up and then push it back in. And then from there, you'll be able to push down on this to lift it up and get it over the tab on the actual Valvetronic portion of the exhaust. So little install tip there, but we're gonna go ahead and install this just so that way it is good to go. Wrong way, this way. All right, cool. So that is nice and installed. So this is gonna give us a little more wiggle room, hopefully be a lot easier to install and uninstall in the future. Okay, so on the factory exhaust, you have this clamp here. There's a little metal tab, and on the factory exhaust, there's like a welded joint there. You wanna bend that up so you're able to slide this off, and that'll help you get this piece off so we can reuse it onto the factory downpipe to the AWE exhaust. So slide that over on the same orientation right here. But I need to spread this just a hair, make my life a little bit easier. Oh yeah, buddy. Cool. So the first piece is going to be the driver side piece. This is going to be a straight piece with about an 80-degree angle. And it does have the exhaust flex portion. The passenger side will also have the exhaust flex portion, but it's the only portion of the exhaust that uses a 2-bolt flange. So we're just gonna get this up in here, nice and tight, locked in. And then I'm gonna have Jonah come through and he's gonna tighten this up for us. just enough so that we still, again, have some wiggle room and articulation. All right, so the next piece is going to be the 2-bolt flange. This is gonna come up here. We are reusing the OEM gasket and firing that they have. So we are just gonna get, oh my gosh, what just went down my shirt? Yuck. Yeah. Gross. Okay.
Lovely noise.
So good. Cool. That's where it goes. All right, next part, X-pipe. This is probably, I think we messed this one up, to be entirely honest with you. Because no, you can't get this one on.
We might have messed this up.
You can do it. All right, there we go. All right. Look at that, dude. Oh, I was about to say, did we put the clamp on? We did put the clamp on. Of course we put the clamp on.
You want me to just snug it up?
Right. So AWE labels all of their products for you, and if you follow their install guide, it'll tell you where every single product goes, which way it's facing. A lot of the really cool stuff is that AWE actually has little tags on the parts that you might get mixed up on that say driver's side. So for these ones, the G75 is gonna go on our passenger side. We already have it mounted up and our X-pipe is being supported. So I'm gonna slip this in here, I think, to start as per usual. And just slide her over. Okay, so we did get the resonators in. Now at this point, what we need to do is we need to get the Switchpath mocked up. What we're gonna do is we're going to assemble the 180 technology Switchpath resonator with the exhaust tip portions already installed. Just because there's a Y pipe that comes right here and this will connect there, it's gonna be really hard to get that Switchpath in if you already have both of these pieces on. So we're gonna pre-install them and then slip that onto the exhaust. From there, we'll tighten everything up. We did go through and we ran these extension harnesses. We did have to go and disconnect the chassis tabs, I guess. So that way we had a little bit more slack. We'll probably make a recommendation to make these a couple inches longer. Awesome. All right. There we go. I can feel it. You got yours on? Yep.
Yeah, I took out the exhaust hangers.
Didn't tighten.
Oh.
Well, the Switchpath is on. I promise you that is the easiest way to do it. So we're gonna get it supported, make sure everything's good, tighten stuff down, and then we'll work on getting the tips aligned. We do need to plug in the actuators for the valves. All right, you guys, so now that we have gotten the resonator in, the muffler in, we're going to start tightening down these clamps. Again, we are leaving them just slightly loose, so that way we can still articulate these pipes for the exhaust tips. So we're gonna get everything basically tightened down to an extent, so that way we can make the adjustments we need, and then we'll get it all put back together and get you guys your sound clips. Good to go on the tips. All right, you guys, so we're just gonna go through and now work our way from the front to the back. Now that we have the tips on, make sure we can adjust them. There's a lot of adjustment in this exhaust, so you have to really go through every single little piece to get it where you want it. It's just part of an elaborate exhaust like this. So. All right, so AWE does provide these washers. These are gonna go all the way along and be little spacers. This is gonna keep you from getting any rattles. From what we're seeing, it doesn't look like there would be anyways, but just in case, we're gonna go ahead and put these up just to make sure that we're not gonna have any rattles at all, and tighten them back up. All right, you guys, so of course the wind dies down as soon as we get ready to do our outro, but no big deal because this CT4V Blackwing paired with the AWE Switchpath sounds absolutely insane. We really enjoy this exhaust. I will say that the install was very difficult, primarily just because of these small adjustments that need to be made, and there's so many moving parts that go with it. So make sure that you have a lot of time, 2-3 hours to go through, and a helping hand will always be a really good idea here. But this car sounds amazing. We cannot thank AWE enough. We do highly recommend this exhaust system. These guys. We do highly recommend this exhaust system for any CT4V and CT5V coming here soon. So thank you again for watching. If you guys have any questions or need an AWE exhaust, reach out to us. Let us take care of you and help you answer any questions that you may have. Again, like, follow, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.